Thanks for staying with us. Two Acadiana families brought together by a very rare disease are relying on each other for support.
Infantile Neuroaxonal Dystrophy, or INAD, is a rare inherited neurological disorder. It affects axons, the part of nerve cells that carry messages from the brain to other parts of the body. It causes progressive loss of vision, muscular control, and mental skills, and there is no cure for INAD and no treatment that can stop its progression. There are only 16 cases of INAD in the U.S., 2 of them in Acadiana. As our Micah Hatfield tells us, these two families who live 10 miles apart are now on this journey together.
2 little girls who seemed perfectly healthy at birth.
Kennedy was born normal. She walked by 14 months. She crawled, she babbled, she talked.
Olivia crawled on time. She walked at 12 months of age. She started to talk.
But then at 18 months, both girls started regressing and no doctor could tell their parents why.
18 months, she started to stumble. We noticed that her equilibrium wasn't proper. She'd walked so good before. We went to a couple doctors who said, there's really nothing we can do. She'll grow out of it.
At about 18 months old, we noticed that Olivia started falling. She couldn't bear weight on her legs anymore.
Kennedy, now 12, and Olivia, now 6, were both diagnosed with infantile neuroaxonal dystrophy, or INAD. It's a degenerative disease that causes the loss of a patient's ability to communicate and move. Once diagnosed, the average life expectancy is 5 to 10 years.
I used to ask her, "Who do you love?" and she would say, "My mama." And that has been the hardest part on me, is to not hear her say that anymore.
Their families rely on one another during the hard times and are now relying on each other to raise awareness and money for research.
If a doctor tells you, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do, you should, prepare for the worst. We don't know how much longer she has. Just enjoy every day with her. I don't accept that because there's no research being done.
We're fortunate to have a community that can come together to help us.
Micah Hatfield, KATC TV3.
And the families have found someone to research INAD, but they do need help paying for it. Now they're looking for the community for help. Both families are hosting fundraising events in April. You can find links to their websites over on KATC.com.